So there's three types of custom home builders. The way the companies are formed has an effect on how they interact with you, the client, and how they build a house. Hi, I'm Andrew Genatasio, one of the owners of GTG Builders, and this is the next installment in our video series, How to Select a Custom Home Builder. And today we're going to talk about different forms of custom home building companies. So let's jump right into it, and give us a like, follow us, give us a thumbs up. That way you won't miss any of these videos in this series that are coming out over the next couple weeks. Also, if you have a comment, if you disagree with something I've said, please leave me a message down below and we'll get back to you right away. So, three different types of custom home builders in general are the custom home builder that's a single person in a pickup truck, has all his tools in there, and he's on the job every day. That type of person is usually a little less professional, and they can be very good, but they may take longer. They may not provide you with all the paperwork up front as readily as you'd like them to. And sometimes we worry about, are they going to be around viable physically and financially viable throughout the life of your project? And will they be around after to service your project? The next type of custom home builder would be, again, a person that self-performs the work, but has a crew that work with them. So this type of person is more professional usually than the first one, but he's still self-performing. He's a craftsman. He's a carpenter, potentially. He's a craftsman. He can do any job that it takes to build a custom home. His crews have done it house after house after house, and they can potentially build a beautiful home. A matter of fact, many friends that I have in the business have this type of company, and I admire them for their craftsmanship, and I admire that they get to be out on the job all the time. There are a couple of downsides to it from my point of view. Number one is that that person is on the job all the time. He's in your house all the time, he or she, and they're constantly there, so they're not back in their office planning, ordering, and scheduling. So that's one downside. Another downside is it tends to be a little more difficult for a client to point out problems or mistakes when the owner is performing that work themselves. So that leads us to the third type of builder, which is custom home builder. Again, professional, good quality, but this one is more of a project manager, and they bring in all subcontractors to do their work. And when I say subcontractors, I mean experts, craftsmen in that particular thing that they're doing. So here at GTG Builders, we've kind of moved to this model where we are the project managers. We have employees that are site managers and designers. They help us run the business, but they're not doing the actual work. The work is actually being performed by professionals and specialists in that job. So for example, our roofs are installed by a crew that installs roofs every day. Our siding is installed by crews that install siding every day. And more to the point is we have one crew for vinyl siding, one crew for hardy siding, another crew for cedar siding. They're all specialists in their field. The other two types of builders, the same person that's installing your roof is installing your windows, is installing your kitchen cabinets, is installing your trim. That might not sound like a problem, but it can be, because they're not doing it every day. They may only do it twice or 4 times a year, and they're not experts, they're good generalists. Another thing that I like about the way GTG Builders is set up is that we have ample time to plan, to order, and to schedule. And that means we can keep the projects on track, and we can concentrate on bringing them in on budget and on time. And lastly, at GTG Builders, we believe that it's easier for our clients to point out mistakes when they're not self-done by the owners. They're done by our trades. Clients can come in our regular meetings on site. We walk through the house. Clients can ask questions and point out things that concern them without offending us because we didn't do the work. So those are just a couple of ideas of the different types of company formations when it comes to custom home builders. Now, none of those are the best. None of them are right. What's important is that while you're looking for a custom home builder, you're aware that there's different types of companies that complete your home in different ways, and you should find one that's a good fit for you.